Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we will play with image and polygon stimuli. We will use these two components to build another well-known physiological experiment, which is called the go-no-go task. In this experiment, the participants will be asked to decide whether to respond to the shown stimuli or not. For example, in today's experiment, we will define that when you see a single rectangle box, please press the space key. If you see a rectangle box with a circle inside, please withhold the response. Okay, so let's move to a new PsychoPy project. Here are the two rectangle boxes that we will use in our experiments. First, we create an image stimulus, and we will use it to display our rectangle boxes. We can give it a name, Steam, and let's make its duration 1 second. If you want to know more about those times here, you can have a look at my first tutorial. Now we come to this path here. We can see PsychoPy tells us to put the image file's path. So now let's just simply put a path. Next, we need a keyboard response. Since our rule is to press space when you see a single rectangle box, otherwise do nothing. Our allow key here should only specify space. Okay, now I want to add a post Steam after this image as a break for the participants. Let's use this polygon stimulus. We can see that there are a lot of shapes that we can choose. I will choose cross here. Great! Now this experiment should show us one stimulus and one cross. Let's have a look. Okay, it works perfectly. Since our experiment will show the stimuli several times, we needed to put them in a loop. So let's insert a loop here. We will use an Excel file to control the conditions. The detailed explanation of the usage of the condition file can be found in my first tutorial video. In the file I used here, I put the path of these two images in the column named path, so I can directly use this variable name later. I also put one column named correct ends here. We will use it later. I set the repetition time as 5, so we will see 10 stimuli in total. Now we have set up the loop. The last thing we need to do now is to link our images with our stimuli. We put this variable name path here. And we change this to set every repeats. Okay, now let's run the script again to see whether it works. Great, it works well. Actually, our image has been squeezed out of shape, so now let's redefine the size in PsychoPy. I'm going to change this variable to 0.25. Let's see what happens. Okay, much better now. Do you still remember the column named correct ends in our condition file? Now we are going to talk about it. In the keyboard response, under the Data tab, we can tick this checkbox so that PsychoPy can store the responses from the participants and directly tell us whether the answer is correct in the output file. Here we put correct ends. We will have a look at the output file later. Now let's run this experiment. No go. Go. 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 Now we can open the output file. Here we can see the responses from the participants, and we can see whether they are correct. 0 means wrong and 1 means correct. Okay, that's all for today's tutorial. Hope you enjoy it and learn something from the video. If you have any questions about today's content, please leave a comment. See you in the next tutorial.